Mario's foot is 231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Baby Wario looks like a fucking demon. Also, look at the cute DK, baby monkey. He's so cute. Wait. He outran a black hole. Mario versus Sonic Death Battle. And again, I know this is to celebrate the 100th Death Battle, I believe. Definitely a very highly requested one. So let's check it out, guys. Here we go. You guys know I love my Death Battle.
Their rivalry is legendary. Their fame, unmatched. This battle has gone on for nearly 3 decades, but today
It really has.
it finally comes to an end.
I have a question, Chad, because I know Sonic is pretty ridiculous, right? Mario actually, legitimately can beat Sephiroth, right? Like, they proved that a long time ago. So, I don't actually know if Sonic wins this. It depends on how fast he is, right? Because Mario has access to all that bullshit Mario Party stuff, right? The Mario Party stuff makes Mario, just broken. There's so many crazy things that he can do. I don't really know the ridiculous levels of Sonic's power. I don't know how fast he can actually, achieve. And then I know that there's regular Sonic, and then there's the Archie comic Sonic. The Archie Sonic is broken, so I don't know how they're gonna do this. Anyway, let's see.
Mario, Nintendo's whimsical Italian turtle crusher.
And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's specialist of speed.
Time to find out if Sega really does what Nintendo don't.
For this bout, we'll be using the same
Oh my
rules
God, I
that
forgot
Phil has
about
had
that.
for the past 3 years. Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
I
He's
gotcha.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Okay, so they're not gonna include the comics. That was our big question, right, chat? And also not gonna include the live-action Mario movie. Why would they want to include that?
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills
That
to
is
find out
such
who
a
would win a
horrible
death
movie.
battle. Plumber,
Thanks, Rex. I
carpenter,
appreciate it.
doctor. Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always does so as a hero.
Except for that time he tortured an animal, but no one really talks about that.
Born as one of the 7
Poor monkey. Poor monkey. Also, can I just say Baby Wario looks like a fucking demon. Also, look at the cute DK, baby monkey. He's so cute.
star children possessing an extraordinary amount of power,
And extra horrible crying.
I didn't know he did that.
Mario was assuredly
I didn't know he tortured DK Senior.
destined for greatness.
That's horrible.
Then him and his little bro Luigi wound up in
That's
New Donk
horrible.
City, where he spent his days throwing shit at monkeys and, fixing toilets. Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was
DK.
expecting, but hey, at least his girlfriend was smoking.
Wow, 362 games.
But
That's wild.
everything changed after a chance meeting with Princess Peach Toadstool.
Hey,
Her Mushroom Kingdom had been conquered
Hey, yo.
by Bowser,
What was that?
the tyrannical king of the
Hey, yo.
Koopas, and her only hope of rescue lay in the hands of the Mario brothers.
And Mario
Mario.
had all the power he needed to take the Turtle Terror down. He's super tough, super quick, and really, really strong. He can jump several times his own height, smash tanks to bits with his butt, and toss Bowser around as if he's a
So long, Gay
featherweight.
Bowser. Yes, yes. They made the line. Let's go. So long, Gay Bowser. To this day, nobody knows why Mario and Pauline never hit it off. Yeah, that's a good question. Let me get a so long, Gay Bowser in chat.
Needless to say, the Mushroom Kingdom was in good hands.
So was the princess. She even gave Mario a piece of her cake. If you know what I'm
Hey,
saying.
oh my god, that reminds me of that Team Gia that you guys play every once in a while. It's like, dear Mario, and then she just farts as loud as possible. That Team Gia is
Get
crazy.
in there, buddy. You deserve it all. Oh, come on. It's an actual cake. That's good too, I guess.
And if his strength doesn't cut it,
I'll take
Mario
both
has
cakes.
plenty of extra weapons and powers on hand.
He can already shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest walls, he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds like a wrestling move Lou Albano would have used back in the day.
I remember in the Luigi and Mario game together, the Mario Bros game, they have some ridiculous abilities. So that's probably gonna be a lot of where their strength comes from.
Did peace, Captain.
Forged by 2 master blacksmiths, the Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material.
And he's got a ton of awesome power-ups.
Yeah, this game right here, this one right here. This is where he is actually broken, you know? Oh, there was a Luigi mushroom map bat theory. I have to watch that one. I don't think I've seen that one.
Like that spicy fire flower.
Actually, while Mario used to need this flower, he has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
Well, the ice flower lets him freeze enemies. The Lucky Bell turns him into a kitty cat, and the super mushroom gives him a
Yeah, he
power
gets,
boost and
giant.
increases his size. Ha!
Yeah, I mean, he can do like anything.
That one.
With his frog suit, his swimming ability increases
Oh, not the frog suit.
dramatically. With the double cherry, he can
Oh, I
create
forgot about
clones
the
of
metal
himself
cap.
with no power decrease. With
He does have so many forms. It's gonna be pretty tough, chat. I just thinking, I don't know how strong Sonic is with the Chaos Emeralds, right? How fast he can travel. I think it's gonna be like strength versus speed, ultimately. We'll see what happens.
the stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the cape feather or the wing cap,
Oh, that's true, he can
soar
freeze
to
time.
new heights. And with the Starman or Rainbow Star, he becomes totally invincible. For a short
Yeah.
time.
And with the gold flower, he never has to work another day in his life, cause he's got an infinite supply of money. Made of people.
I didn't even know that existed.
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need them to prove his potential.
He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning, and skilled enough to pilot the Star Diver as it rockets through the atmosphere. He's so friggin' manly,
Right,
he took
exactly.
an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle.
So, like, you could say, like, Sonic can become supersonic, right? But it only lasts as long as he has rings. So, same with the star, right? I would say probably if Sonic had max rings, like, considering game to game, I would say probably Sonic's supersonic lasts longer than Mario's superstar, but we'll see how it pans out in the battle.
And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
Based on a
What
standard
the
tennis measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet. To reach this distance, the blast must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
Good lord.
So what you're saying
You
is
just take
Mario
that?
could totally play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably. Also, he can throw a baseball so fast it overloaded this speed gun, implying it was launched over 999 miles per hour.
He can just tank a nuclear blast like it's nothing.
In the Mario World cartoon,
Dang, Mario.
he hurled a dinosaur
built
out
different.
of orbit. Assuming this creature is of similar size and weight to a Tyrannosaurus
Yeah,
Rex,
he built different.
this feat would require a force of over
That's actually
135
crazy.
tons of TNT.
Wait, Wiz, I thought you said we're only using the games.
Any official material counts so long as it's supported by the games, otherwise we'd be ignoring a huge majority of the character's history. Take a look at this chain chomp. It's actually made up of solid gold. Gold is ridiculously heavy. While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold is over 1,200 pounds.
It's really weird that gold is like heavier, but it's also like more malleable.
Luckily, a chain chomp is a perfect sphere, so we can compare it to Mario's height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000 tons.
Jesus.
Wait, did he just leave it in that hole?
He's just pulling it around
Cash
like,
it in,
no
Mario.
big deal.
That thing's worth $366 billion.
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that guy on TV
Mario, why are you wasting money, dude?
who always wants
You can buy out Bowser forever with that kind of
told me.
money.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point, he lifted an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the same thing in
What?
the manga, and it's pretty on par with the strength he's shown against Bowser, who's survived collapsing castles
Oh my
multiple
god.
times.
Hey, he's literally like Joker. He's like, it's not about the money, it's about sending a message.
Since this presentation makes the
What
castle's
the
size difficult to determine, we measured the entire interior based on maps from the game. By scaling these measurements to the castle's smaller avatar, and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle must weigh more than 61 million tons.
And he just kicked it away like it was a freaking soccer ball.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's gonna be Mario's gonna have strength, Sonic's gonna have speed.
Given the distance it was kicked, Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT.
Jeez.
Do you realize what this means? Mario's foot is 231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Now seems like a good time for a beer. Or 12.
Honestly,
Jesus.
Mario's absurd strength shouldn't be as surprising as you'd think. While
Jesus.
he's fairly naive and not much of a strategist, he's saved the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser's
That is
claw
insane.
grip time and time again. And the Koopa King is tough enough to survive a dip in the sun, or even a black hole.
Don't underestimate Nintendo's
The Mario,
powerful
so by association, Mario can take a hit by being thrown into the sun or a black hole, chat. Essentially, that's what he just said. Is Sonic is defined by anime physics, and Mario's defined by Looney Tune physics. Yep, that's Mario.
plumber.
Here we go!
Somewhere out there on a
Alright,
strange
Sonic. Let's see what Sonic's got.
alternate version of
He
Earth,
might have an answer to
humans
this.
coexist with anthropomorphic animals. But this world has been assailed over and over by the vile Dr. Ivo Robotnik, Otherwise,
So, wait a second, chat. Are they not going to consider the shows? It said only the video games, so I guess they won't consider the shows. That might kind of hurt, because there might be something in the anime that could have helped him. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I learned nothing, and I didn't even learn that, Celine.
is known as Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool sounding as Robotnik?
But hope persisted.
Yeah, see, Gamer Julian, that's what I was saying, because I know that Archie Sonic is insane, right? They purposely said that they're not going to consider him in this one, so...
Whenever the Eggman hatched a scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's the
Let's go,
fastest
Sonic!
thing alive!
What is this
While
theme
Sonic
song?
has a superhuman physique overall,
What is that theme song?
is his speciality. In fact, superhuman speed is a natural trait for the anthropomorphic hedgehog, though Sonic's abilities are far superior to his kin.
Wait a minute, all hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Amy's kind of fast,
Real
actually.
hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten. So I don't think Sega
Oh,
cares.
that's sad.
Alright then, to stop Eggman from turning
I don't wanna
all
see
his
that,
little
that's sad.
bells into batteries, Sonic cranked up that speed and weaponized it. He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple times with the homing attack, go 0 to Sonic Boom instantly with the super peel out, and plow
Yeah.
through hordes of badniks
The movie for him, like, really bumped up his power scaling, in my opinion.
with the spin dash. Holy crap! I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields.
It's not going to be worth arguing over characters' abilities at the end of the day because, you know, it's all for fun and creative freedom. Like, I think one thing to remember too is like, you know, these characters are created, right? You would literally have to like, almost like check with the creators of certain stuff. And even then that would be like impossible, right? So I see a lot of people on my YouTube gallows, they argue so much about this. They're like, no, like Dio would never beat Alucard. Nom, 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 nom. Like, Takahata said that. I'm like, bitch, I don't care what anybody f***ing said. It doesn't matter. It's all for fun. Like, just enjoy it. Like, stop f***ing arguing about, yeah, what Dio actually couldn't be in sunlight. It's okay. It's not that serious.
The Aqua Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump.
People literally get turned up about it, Gallus. It's wild. Like, you should go look at my YouTube comments, especially on the Dio Alucard one. People literally, like, were fighting with me. I'm just like, guys, it's okay if you feel that way. I don't feel that way. It's okay to have a different opinion. Like, it's just crazy.
And protection against his greatest nemesis.
Robotnik?
No,
Water.
water.
Yeah, he
Seriously,
hates the
Sonic,
water.
buddy, learn to swim already and save our ears from that nightmare music.
Oh, that could be a problem. I forgot about
The
that.
blue hedgehog can also gain abilities from small alien beings called
I forgot about that. That could be a problem for him.
wisps.
They can turn him into a fireball, a yellow drill, a black hole, a bunch of stuff, really. Even a demonic hungry hippo.
I'm glad they're using the
But
Wisp.
before we delve
I feel like everybody forgets about the Wisp, and they do provide a lot of power for him. So, different opinions on the internet? Nah, I can't have that.
any further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy,
Here we go.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings. But you can't take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
I'm out of here.
The highest official description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This actually
Okay.
isn't too far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum
Oh,
around
that's right.
3,500 SPD.
Speed, whatever that is. It's very circumstances and what require the battle to take place close to deep water. Yeah, I mean, Mario could put him in that situation. It just kind of depends, right?
Sonic,
I don't
he's
know.
got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees.
Assuming SPD translates to metric meters, given the
Ew.
Japanese development, that puts
What
Sonic's
the-
top speed over 7,872 miles per hour.
I mean, that's pretty
Over
fast.
10 times the speed of sound, and just over the official hypersonic description.
So is that
I mean, it does say running around at the speed of sound. So, like, we already knew he could do that.
it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a 10,000 frame per second camera, and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
How about that one time he caught up to a cyan wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right, the laser is a power it grants Sonic, not itself. Still, wisps are incredibly fast.
What game is that, Chad? I've never even seen that one.
At one point, a group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20 seconds Sonic and Tails were talking. By measuring the planet's curve here, we can find that the Wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As Sonic is faster than them, this supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth? That's what they...
Like I said, we're only gonna look at the games and then they go straight to the TV show. But I mean, it's fine. It's supported by the game. So one thing about Sonic, even in the games are bad, like 06, all the music in every Sonic game bops. So at least they have that.
They do, right?
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on energy.
Yeah! I didn't know better. I'd swear you just made those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity, and Sonic actually outran its pull for 30 seconds. Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting mass inward at 30%
Wait. He outran a black hole? Oh, that's insane.
Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind, it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
That's insane!
For 30 seconds,
the
yeah, right.
object in real life
That's
was
like
the
his
new
ultra top speed.
Horizon space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach Pluto, but with Sonic's speed, he could make this same trip to Pluto in less than 24 hours.
While we're tracking speed, I've always wondered how
He's
fast
moving.
I can chug a beer. Start the clock, Wiz!
Again, I think it's his speed versus power, chat. So, which one is more valuable, right? Like, if they can't hit you, it doesn't really matter, right? But also, if you can't do damage to them, I feel like the more I keep looking at this, it's not going to be a tie, I know, because I've already know the 4 that are a tie, but it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell here.
Are you gonna start?
I'm already done.
Moving on. Even with this unbelievable speed, Sonic has far more power hidden up his sleeves.
He doesn't wear a shirt.
He can achieve the form of Super Sonic by
Right?
absorbing an enormous amount of positive energy from the 7 legendary Chaos Emeralds.
I do feel like Super Sonic, it depends on his strength, because if he can't actually hurt Mario, it doesn't matter, right?
In this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy
Right?
attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
After the Emeralds receive a boost
actually-
from the Master Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being, Hypersonic.
He's got all the abilities of Super Sonic, plus total invincibility.
I've never heard of Hypersonic. I didn't know it was a thing. Wait, totally invincible, fast and light, hyper flash boosting attack. I did not know that Hypersonic was like a thing.
And a hyper flash that insta-kills everything around him.
Teaser mode.
Oh, and he's definitely faster than light now.
Unfortunately,
I
good
got
things
you.
don't last forever. Without a steady
was
supply
only
of
one
rings,
game,
these
okay.
super forms can't even stick around for a full minute.
Sonic has resisted mind control from the Overmind, survived re-entry from orbit, and blasted apart a mountain. This would need more than 200 tons of TNT to pull off. And
I mean, I figured if he's like breaking through steel with his body, he's pretty strong, right?
evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite. Holy shit, just look at the size
That's
of it.
cool.
By comparing it to the buildings in this city and applying the density of granite, the most common rock in continental crust, we found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
Good
Damn,
lord.
he's definitely got what it takes to save the
He's
world
cooking.
from a madman scientist, even if he is
What a god.
kind of a dick.
Well, Sonic may be a bit arrogant, and he's certainly a thrill seeker, but at his best, he's the definition of honest and heroic. He's used his powers to defeat Eggman time and time again,
He's just
even
cocky.
against gigantic death machines and cataclysmic events.
Those cute and cut.
Yeah, he's really just cocky. Like, that's it. Like, he's a good guy. He's a good boy. Cool, they're showing the Sonic over here. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy, chat. We like Sonic. Always trustworthy.
Forest critters can rest easy when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you how outclassed you really are.
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
Yeah, see, he's just cocky. That's it.
All right, the combatants are
He's a
set.
little ADHD.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
I guess right now I'm leaning towards Mario, just because again he's stronger. I don't know how Sonic is actually going to do damage to him. I'm leaning a little bit towards Mario, but ultimately, chat, all we do is play the death battle.
but
Let's do
first-
it. Hey everybody, just a quick reminder: if you've been enjoying this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me a ton. Okay, back to the video. I already like this. This is like animated. This looks great. So no pixel battle. Yo, this looks great.
Hello? That's a mine.
Finders keepers, pal.
Whoever the voice actor is for Sonic, he did a good job. Mario, not so much, but Sonic sound great.
Whoa!
Mario's just mad.
You asked for it, Tubby.
Got him, Tubby. Wait. Time the f out. Hold on. He ripped up his bare chest into clothes. He peeled his skin off. That's insane. That's insane work. Oh my gosh. I like the Sonic music.
You're too slow.
Here's what I'm worried about for Mario. How you gonna hit him?
Come here.
This animation is great. And it's fireproof. He went nya, moon. Went nya. Yeah. Yeah, no, this animation is top notch.
Oh, give me
Oh,
a
God.
break.
I didn't know he could copy himself. Come on, Sonic, you should be able to dodge that.
Now I'll show you.
Oh no, we're literally already going peak. That's not boding well for Sonic though. They're both invincible. Yeah, they both can't be touched. Alright, we got the flying cap, that's cool. He didn't even go supersonic, he just went straight to hyper. Mario's gonna punch him one time, it's gonna be over.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, mamma mia.
Oh no, we're going towards water. Oh no. Wait, what? Wait, what did he say? Wait, hold on, what did he say? Did he say so long, gay hedgehog? So long, gay hedgehog. That's so funny. Oh no, he's in water. I mean, he did survive an impact back to Earth, like they said earlier, so maybe he's okay. Never mind. Never mind. Holy sh! Never mind. Oh my god. I mean, this is what I was worried about. Like, Mario's just got too much durability, but I don't know. I still kind of wonder if Sonic could have. He was so fast he couldn't be hit. I don't know. Maybe it'll address that. Let's see. Dang, Sonic got destroyed.
How did that happen? I know Nintendo won the console wars, but I really seem to remember Sonic having this one in the bag.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
sure
too
Sonic could have
cocky.
won in specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory. Keep in mind this analysis
Okay.
was done with a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like the Archie comics or the Mario Brothers movie,
Okay.
where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different characters from their gaming counterparts.
Sonic had speed
Gotcha.
in the bag, obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture very,
Yeah, that's-
very clearly.
That's
But
what I was
know
worried
what you're
about.
Thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur? He's
Right.
way too fast,
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That was my biggest concern this entire battle.
right?
Yes and no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario was tough enough to tank almost
Okay.
anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
I can believe that. That's fair. Like, again, I wanted to see, like, even though he was slower, like, did he have something to react, or speed to react to it? So, that's fair enough. As long as the Star Diver speed was close enough to, like, Sonic's average, right? Because you can't always say, like, always max speed out all the time, right? He just had, like, one good blow. That does make sense. I just want to see the number.
But what about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop time and take care of things? What?
It's heavily implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually used the time stop ability in canon. Even then, Mario's stopwatch
really?
does the same thing, putting them on equal footing.
Okay, all right.
Don't do that.
Yeah, okay, it does put them on equal footing, right? But I do want to point out something really quickly. If they both had a time stop ability, let's say that you were going up in a battle, right? And you realize that you're not going to be able to beat your opponent. And the only way to beat him is time stop, right? Who is going to be able to react quick enough to do the time stop first? Because yes, they both can time stop, but one of them, whoever does it first, would probably win, right? Because they're going to be able to use it and defeat their opponent that way. So I would kind of argue that maybe Sonic could activate his time stop quicker than Mario would be able to activate his. Assuming that there was like a reactionary point where they both went, oh, I need to use this. Because Sonic is just faster. I mean, that's situational. I get what they're going with. So it does put them on equal footing. But I think it's like a consideration maybe for that.
Where's my wallet?
Actually, most of Mario and Sonic's power-ups countered each other in this way. Mario even had plenty of options for defending against Sonic's invincible
that's
super
true.
forms. But Mario also had a much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways to overpower Sonic. For example, he could have frozen Sonic solid, or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because he's been shown to carry more of them on his person.
Oh, God.
Could Sonic potentially, I mean, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, right? Could Sonic potentially use some of the wisp to, like, power him up more? Because, I mean, even Sonic has, like, a few, like, power-ups, right? He has, like, the fireball, the water shield, there's a couple of different shields he has, but
I've seen things.
just playing devil's
But
advocate.
even then, Mario's durability blew Sonic's out of the water. Even if we
With the
assume
nuke
that
blast.
200 kiloton stalactite feat was entirely Sonic's doing, Mario survived
true.
an explosion
They
that was
don't,
12
they don't
times
last.
more powerful. Simply put, Sonic didn't have a lot of viable options that could take Mario down for good.
I always knew Sonic was impressive, but Mario is just ridiculous. Probably that mustache.
Sonic was obviously incredibly fast, but he couldn't compete with Mario's superior strength, durability, and varied arsenal.
He got Mario'd.
Yeah, I think it's just about, like, the fact that, like, in a battle of endurance, you were never going to really hurt Mario, and that's a problem.
After 100 episodes, you still can't think of a good pun?
No, but now they can see me do this. Check it out, Wiz.
Let's go,
The
let's
winner
go.
is Mario.
Your explanations were fine. I have nothing to say against this one. I always like to play devil's advocate for the other side. Because they're going to talk about the conversation with it, right? But yeah, you can stack power-ups as well. So, gotta give it to Mario. But I do want to point out that Mario is actually lower tier in Super Smash Bros. So, get wrecked. Just saying that Sonic is a much higher tier character in Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, what about that? You want to explain that? Want to explain that death battle?